Most of the travelers who arrive at Pittsburgh International Airport in the wee hours of a Sunday morning are lucky if they're greeted with a cup of coffee and a taxicab. But people coming in on the red-eye from San Francisco on June 20th got a big surprise. They got a rousing welcome from the Penn State Nittany Lion and a group of staffers from Penn State's Greater Allegheny Campus in McKeesport. That's because about 24 of the passengers on this particular United Airlines flight were faculty members from Duy Tan University in Da Nang, Vietnam. They're the first of about 100 Duy Tan business faculty who will be trained over the next 4 years by instructors from Greater Allegheny in Western-style methods of teaching. For the next few weeks, they'll be living in McKeesport Hall, the Greater Allegheny student dormitory, and they'll take back the knowledge they gained to Da Nang, where they'll in turn help train their colleagues. The campus and other dignitaries welcomed this group of Vietnamese visitors to McKeesport with a special reception at Penn State's Student Community Center. The international link-up between McKeesport and Da Nang sprang from a February 2009 trade mission to Vietnam by a group of business leaders from Western Pennsylvania. Kurt Terrell, Director of Academic Affairs for Penn State Greater Allegheny, represented the higher education community on that trip. Roger Granville of the group Global Pittsburgh says Terrell served as a sort of informal ambassador, or what he calls a citizen diplomat.
Dr. Kurt Terrell met face-to-face with many leaders in Vietnam. Today, thanks to Pennsylvania State University, government diplomats from Vietnam and the United States, and citizen diplomats from Duy Tan University, we have started to create a new global education and economic opportunity.
Among the special guests at last week's reception was the Vietnamese ambassador to the United States, Lee Kong Fung. Fung says the Penn State Greater Allegheny partnership is one of many that Vietnam is pursuing with American universities in an attempt to modernize its higher education system.
Our university is encouraged to reach higher standards. And my leadership, my government, have decided that we have looked for effective, constructive, and trustful cooperation with foreign partners. I mentioned to a number of people in Pittsburgh in the last 2 days that United States and Pittsburgh in particular is a place where we may stress on educational cooperation in the time to come.
But Fung says the partnership between Greater Allegheny and Duy Tan University is more than a training program. It's also fostering a productive and internationally important relationship between the United States and Vietnam.
Everything you are doing in Pittsburgh to help Vietnam, to assist Vietnam, to cooperate with Vietnam, is in interest of our two nations. What you are doing and what you are going to do will be a great contribution to the promotion of bilateral relations. It is not limited in Pittsburgh and Da Nang. It's nationwide between Vietnam and the United States.
Fung points out that although it's only been 15 years since the United States normalized relations with Vietnam, much progress has been made in that short period of time.
We are planning to send 2,500 students to be trained in the United States to become PhD and doctor from now until 2020. That's our target. A little bit ambitious, but with your help, like Penn State University and other universities in the United States, we can achieve our target.
The Duy Tan visitors will get help during their stay in Western Pennsylvania from Vietnamese Americans and from the group Friends of Da Nang, a Pittsburgh area charity that includes many veterans of the Vietnam War. Expenses for the Duy Tan link-up are being paid for by the Vietnamese government, and all of the faculty members selected for the program are fluent English speakers. But one visitor to McKeesport, Duy Tan University's vice provost, addressed the reception in Vietnamese so that the local community could hear him express his gratitude in his native language.
trường đại học Penn State University để tập huấn.
We are very happy to be here and very honored to be able to attend this training at Penn State University.
Thay mặt cho Hội đồng Quản trị và Ban giám hiệu trường đại học Duy Tân,
on the behalf of the Duy Tan University Board of Directors and the rest of the team here,
chúng tôi rất là cảm ơn sự đón tiếp rất là nồng hậu của trường đại học Penn State.
we would like to say thank you for welcoming us to Penn State.
Và tôi tin rằng khóa học này sẽ thành công tốt đẹp.
And we hope that this training will be a great success.
Và tôi hy vọng rằng sự hợp tác giữa trường đại học Duy Tân và trường đại học Penn State sẽ ngày càng thắt chặt và ngày càng phát triển.
We hope that we can build on the relationship between our university, and we want to continue to grow this stronger in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Starting this fall, faculty from Penn State Greater Allegheny will be traveling to Da Nang for at least 2 weeks each semester to monitor the training of Duy Tan's instructors. Penn State Greater Allegheny Chancellor Curtis Porter went to Vietnam in January, along with Terrell, to sign the agreement with Duy Tan. He says the McKeesport campus is the first of the university's 19 Commonwealth campuses to partner with an international institution, but that it's unlikely to be the last. And Porter says he's also hoping this partnership blazes a trail for more cooperation between Vietnam and the Almanac area. That connection, Porter says, could provide economic development and cultural exchange opportunities for many years to come. For Tube City Almanac, I'm Jason Toger.